The film is a 2-hour blooper. It's really good to have somebody in a similar age group that you can bounce things off with, and we're different in many ways, and yet we're in a similar space.
Well, I remember a time where something came out that was untrue about me. There was no way to counteract it. Nowadays, there's so many ways to directly communicate with the audience.
Today, I'm speaking with the cast of Phone Booth, Katrina, Kaif, Siddhant Chaturvedi, and Ishaan. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Quint, guys.
Thank you for having us.
You know, firstly, congratulations. The trailer's looking phenomenal.
Thank
you. And I sort of got a glimpse into what the sets would have been like. I'm thinking a lot of fun.
A lot of fun and very hard for the work to start. Okay, everyone, stop talking between yourselves. Come,
stop digressing.
Yeah. So who was the taskmaster who kept saying, let's start, let's start?
Definitely. We didn't have one, that was the problem.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to do it, then me sometimes, only because I get aware of time.
Yeah.
But then it was Guru, it was our director.
You're not a taskmaster though. At best she'll be like, okay guys, should we start? That's the best.
So is it like an instance from the set that kind of stayed with you post the shoot, which was kind of stayed with you because it was really fun, like it was a really fun day on the sets?
We were shooting the climax sequence. For some random reason, we all three came outside and sat on the ledge, and we were taking videos of our shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were doing, and they made
so
a
random.
that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a story.
We all had the same boots.
It was finding joy in the little things.
Yeah. What about you guys?
So sweet.
Yeah. That and the Ghoda wala scene.
What's this horse scene that you're talking about?
It's just a really funny scene in dialogue. The dialogue is just one of those dialogues that you just literally
don't see it coming.
No, you just don't know what to do also. It's not even necessary that you laugh on the dialogue, because you just don't know what to do with a dialogue like that. So we were having a hard time shooting that scene.
Because she used to just burst into...
Yeah, I couldn't keep a straight face.
I'm supposed to be angry and I'm like, and she looked...
Were there a lot of bloopers from that scene? I'm thinking lots of them.
There should be a lot of bloopers from this.
The whole movie.
It's one big blooper. The film is a 2-hour blooper.
Release that as well then.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a kid or even now, okay, have you guys ever had an experience that made you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Would you like to share that?
Met a few people recently that can ghost you. That made me believe. I'm that person actually.
I think spirits exist on different levels and on different planes that we cannot see. There's definitely metaphysical. Sure. There's definitely another dimension to what we can just see. I don't have any real experience. Siddhant has got some experience of staring
really
himself, looking at his own reflection.
Yes, I was watching a horror film, late in the night, lights off. And then there is a transition on screen, which is a black screen. And I can see somebody looking into, my eyes. They're just looking into me. So I go close, and that whoever that is comes closer. And then I realize it's my reflection. And I really freaked out. I couldn't move. I was numb.
Ramuji's track should be dedicated. Bhoot, man.
No, but I believe in vibes. I feel, every space has an energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you enter a space and you feel like very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Poor people used to always be doing that to me on outdoors.
What?
When you go when you go on outdoors saying, oh, where are you going? I'm saying such and such hotel. It's haunted, huh? And then tell you 25 stories. No, a lot.
Yeah.
It used to happen to me a lot, and then I'd be going, oh, what do I do? How am I going to sleep? Oh no.
Yeah.
So would that scare you at all though?
It's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing to do. And it's the meanest thing to do because the doubt is in your head.
Yeah.
And you can't get it out.
Yeah.
No, but even when I travel, it's very hard for me to sleep alone in my hotel room.
So you are scared somewhere.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I've actually seeked out some experiences like that, gone out with my friends in haunted buildings and stuff like that. But so far, so good.
He's a true horror film.
I'm a horror fan. Yeah.
He's like proper in that.
Yeah.
Okay, Ishaan, and you and Sid are friends, right? Also contemporaries in a way. Do you guys kind of find yourself in a rat race that makes it difficult to be friends, or it's easy?
No, not at all. I don't think so. I think we, in fact, I hit him up as soon as I saw not even the trailer but the teaser of Gully Boy.
Yeah.
Now, just as young actors, we have a lot to share and talk about, and and then of course as people, we hit it off. We had a banter. We had things that we connected on. And then we were able to do this film and play buddies, and it came very naturally to us. It's really good to have somebody in a similar age group that you can bounce things off with, and we're different in many ways, and yet we're in a similar space. We were playing off each other's energies, so that was fun.
I guess that's what's translated in the trailers.
I think he's very talented. He inspires me a lot. He has a great sense of cinema. I mean, he thinks differently, so it's not like, okay, it's the same zone. It's a different zone. So I always, I'm looking forward to meet him, and so that we can share ideas and learn from each other and grow. And also we have a lot of fun.
You can trip on the same
We
stuff.
can trip on the same stuff, actually.
I know that you're friends with a lot of your co-stars, your actors, and you make it look really easy. What's this transition, from being somebody who's new in the industry and then being friends with these guys? Is it simpler for you to be friends with them?
I've been here working in the industry since before I was, just about when I was 18.
Yeah.
So you've grown up in this industry in a way, in that sense. I've been seeing all my co-stars who I then later went on to work with. I was seeing them since I was 18. I was seeing Shah Rukh, that's who he was for us, and Amir or whoever it was. There's something different about the people who you meet when you're younger, and also vice versa.
Yeah.
They've also seen you since you've been starting out. So I don't know how friendships happen, but the one thing that I notice is that you miss them a lot. Like after a while, you all of a sudden realize that, it's because you haven't worked with them for a while. Because a lot of times your friendship that you have is there when you're working together.
Yeah.
You may feel the same fondness for those people, but he goes on to his film, everyone else goes on to their own films. And then you kind of lose touch with each other, You'll miss a group of people that you've been working with who you consider to be your friends.
Yeah. You just said that you've been around for so long now. What's the difference that you see then versus now? Because there's a lot of social media presence, there's paparazzi. So the interest in an actor's life, in my opinion, has become very personal than professional, So do you think it's a bit too much sometimes?
I just think that there are pros and cons to it. I think the pros are that you have a direct communication to people. I remember a time where something came out that was untrue about me. There was no way to counteract it. You would have to go and actually release a statement in a newspaper, and that to whoever would release it, and counteract it. Nowadays, there's so many ways to directly communicate with the audience, with the media, with whoever you want to communicate with. So I think there's also a little bit of a sense of more togetherness. There's more of a community which is there now with social media. But as you said, when when I started, it didn't exist. So when you went out there, it was very different. People didn't see you. They didn't know anything about you, and
there's still a mystery.
You just had newspapers, and you had when you came on screen in the cinema.
Yeah.
And that was the only access kind of that was there. You would go to a city. Let's say if you were gone, let's say for example, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, which is not even so long ago.
Yeah.
We went to promote that film. There was no social media at that time.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any camera phones. You were going to the cities and seeing, let's just see who's now going to show up at this mall, and we'd come and do whatever interaction was there.
Yeah.
It was different. I think the only thing I would say, it allowed you to be in the moment a little more.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of our nature, because we want to share all these lovely moments with everyone. It's our nature to kind of include the phone and everything. So sometimes you can lose the magic of a moment.
Okay, last 5 minutes before they come back there to tell me I'm done. Okay, if you were a ghost, so I'll start with Katrina, and just you guys can answer
start
one.
with them now, because I've spoken a
Okay,
lot.
let's start.
If I were a ghost.
If you were a
Thesis on
ghost.
social media.
If you were a ghost, who's that one person you'd want to haunt?
I could tell you a person, but I want to say this because it would be impossible to watch the habits of certain animals if you're a human being, because they'll always behave differently around people. I want to know what a tiger's like when they're sleeping from up close here.
I would haunt all the casting directors who rejected me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would want to haunt Mr. Bachchan to find out the secret to his energy. How he manages to just work so tirelessly like that.
Wow.
Thank you so much, you guys, and good luck for the film. I'm sure we'll meet again, but thank you so much.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.